Alrighty, traders. So, a few things I want to cover with you today. I really want to cover the crypto market, bloodbath in the crypto market, and there's so many warning signs there. And also the stock market blow off top that I see coming real soon in today's market. Traders, make sure you don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video here. There's no guarantees of making a profit in the markets. Also, guys, I'm giving away a free book. You can see that book on the screen. It's a brand new book that I've created, talking about the X Factor, based on JC Livermore and WD Gann, these people that I've actually learned from. That's how I created the book, from those people. So if you'd like to get it for free, go get access to it right now as well too. And also, if you want to get access to what's called my 1% group, where you're with me every day and I'm coaching you and helping you and guiding you, I've got 2 spots left for that. I open up just only about 15 spots only for 12 months. And I'm opening up spots right now for 2026. And I've got 2 spots left once that's done. For this entire year, guys, I've had 15 people in that group only for the entire year. And that's the same number I want to have for next year. Keep it real small. So if you're interested in joining that 1% group, go fill out the application form on that page, guys. Apply for it. And you and I personally will be having a good chat on the phone to see if you're a good fit from there. So let's actually look at this here. Firstly, we're actually, the fear and greed index right now is at 11 right now. Okay, so to me, I reckon it's T minus 0 before blast off happens. And as you can see here, now the really interesting thing is that there is so much fear in the marketplace right now. There is a lot of fear in the marketplace. Typically, when we start to see these fears in the marketplace, we have seen a drop in the markets. So a drop of a 10%, 20%, right? Like we saw this year in the COVID days, right? So this is the S&P 500 to the left. This is the fear and greed index here, right? So if I just open up this a bit more. So as you can see here, that the tariff situation. Tariff situation was down here, right? Where we are right now. And as you can see, this situation here was right there, which was what? Maximum fear is actually a buying opportunity in the marketplace, right? Because what? Buy when people are fearful and sell when people are greedy. Well, what's happening right now? 1, the market hasn't even dropped that much. And 2, we are actually now at that extreme fear once again. We're not there with the tariff situation, but I believe we're getting very, very close to a turning point. And once it turns, it's going to absolutely just moonshot. Here comes Santa Claus for December. Here comes Santa Claus, right? Now, Santa Claus rally. And I honestly believe we're getting ready for that. Because normally when we get these maximum fears, guess what's going to come, guys? Just like all market cycles, right? And this is the hard thing that I find most traders sort of get this wrong. And as you know, most traders, what I'm talking about here is this. If we have a look at just the fear and greed index, you see how everything goes through cycles, right? When there's greed up here, it's not a good time to buy. When the market comes down through to here, overall, and we start to get into the fear, like extreme fear, that seems like a good time to buy, because when there's a fear, then after the extreme fear, then we go back up to greed, sometimes even into extreme greed, and then we come back down to fear, and then guess what's coming real soon, right? It's just like cycles, right? Where we are near, this is where the stock market is right now. So as the market starts to rise through there, this is going to start to get back up to here, possibly even back up to here somewhere from there. And it's just the simple cycle analysis. This time here was what? That there was right there. Beautiful time to buy, right? But do you know what was happening at the time though? It's hindsight's 2020. Present moment is not 2020. Present moment is the exact same thing. Now, but do you know what was happening at this time? Oh, you're an idiot. This market's going to go down. It's going to crash. We're in recession. It's going to... And then... 90% of the people that don't make any money on the wrong side once again. So, buy when people are fearful. It's a fear in the marketplace right now. It's actually that simple, right? Now, we don't know the exact bottom for this, but once it actually does start to break, as you can see here, this is that level from there. This is the daily charts. This here is the weekly chart from here. Check this out. This is what we see here. Once we actually break, we are about to see some moonshot, baby. Moonshot. Like through here, this is just what's called a channel projected target. Whenever you get these channels, we hold here. Once we hold and start to break above the 7,000, you measure from the low to high, project that up when we get the breakout, and there's roughly that 8,500. So it looks like to us, it looks like to me, that we are on our way to 8,500. But after this little herky-jerky and whatever it's going to happen right now, right, here, and so therefore we should get what? This week, and then next week, and into December, and rally, and rally, and rally, and rally from there, right? And then guess what's going to happen? Oh my goodness, what a buying opportunity that was. Guess what's going to happen up here when we get to 7,500? This guy's going to be back over here. And you're like, oh, now I'm going to buy. And then the market goes down. And then, right? You see that through there. So, buy when people are fearful, sell when people are greedy. It's giving you real clear. But I actually believe that that's the start of a real big move to come. Right? Then the target should be for the first. Once we do that, the target should be for the first few months of next year, up through there somewhere. That should be the target there. Make sense? And so yeah, so that's what I'm seeing from there, guys. Overall, from that there, if we go have a look at the crypto market's in a bloodbath right now, and I honestly believe we're getting ready for a turning point, guys. The bloodbath is almost over. I believe, right? Look at this here. This is a big long-term weekly chart from here. Big long-term weekly chart. Big up, down, up, down. And this is just what crypto does. This is just having a big move to the downside. And, right, this is always like the hard part about trading, right? Because look at this here. The market goes up. We come back down. Fear in the marketplace. Up and then down and up and then down and probably down to there. And then we're probably going to go back up again and continue back up again. And in 6 months time frame, we're going to be up here right now. And we're going to go, oh, look at the buying opportunity, right? This is where like a lot of traders get this wrong because they focus so much on the short-term movement and not the overall swings of the marketplace. So right now, yeah, a bit of a crypto winter. A bit of crypto winter in the market there. But, you know what's coming up real soon though, right? We're probably going to see a real big move to come. And we're getting a bit of a pullback on most things. Gold, silver, mining stocks. Now, bit of a thing for you guys with silver. You guys are going to love this for you guys, the metals and miners. Silver new breakout coming? Question mark. Did I put that in the title? Maybe. I should though, eh? Check this out. So, I've been looking at silver today, and I'm like, okay, so this is the trend line from here to here. From there to there. But do you know there's also another trend line? There's also a new one. There's a new sheriff in town. Look at that. And look at that. What is that? You know what that means? Look at this. Silver could be getting ready for a breakout here, guys. So not now. I'm not saying like now, but it's definitely heading that way. Right? We did get the drop that I was looking for. We are getting this volatile sideways for here. But we're not there yet, right? So what you want to do is you want to wait for confirmation. Or actually, don't even take a trade. Take a trade based off your system, not this. But look at this level here, guys. Look at this here. Right? Look at this here and here. If we get something like that, and then we get a big breakout like that, you know what's coming out of silver, right? There's probably another really big move coming out of silver. And we come up, higher low, and then probably a big breakout there. So there could be a really, 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 really big move coming out of the silver market. And also oil. Oil is actually having, obviously, oils continue to go down here. But one thing you want to watch for oil is if we start to pick up from here, this could be the end for this one here. And what do I mean by this, right? We've had this sort of downward phase from here to here. As you can see, we've been rejecting all that level from there. So with the oil market, if the oil does hold and start to break up, and we start to break up above, I would say, this level here, if we hold and break above, say, 61, then we're going to probably start to see a really nice rise back up to maybe back up towards this level up here, I would say, on a bare minimum. Right, so if we hold here, then we're probably likely to see a nice, a nice good maybe 20% rise out of oil market. And this is because this, then if we get something like that and break up above there, that's going to now be a low, and then that's now going to be a higher low for that as well too. So, and also on the actual, back to the actual metals front on that level from there, if we have a look at the GDX, so the GDX, right? If we look at the GDX, this is what the GDX is actually doing right now. So the GDX right now, this is obviously the daily charts from here. It's more like that level there to there. So see what's happening here with the GDX. This is actually quite powerful. We're going through the pullback and what we're seeing right now. But if we continue to hold here, are we going to do it for me? Yeah. So, and we have this high up here. If we continue just to hold here for a bit and not go big drop, we're probably going to get ready for another big move to come. But I believe we need a little bit more time going sideways before we see the next move up coming in the actual GDX market. So there's a lot of things are pulling back right now. Cryptos, stocks, gold, silver. But see what I'm saying? To me, I believe this could be an everything slingshot setting up, and we're pulling back right now. And you know what happens when you let that slingshot go?